Today we're going to break down two very simple words that pretty much control every single financial decision you make: needs and wants. Seriously, getting the difference between these two is the first step to thinking smarter about your money. So let's jump right in.
Okay, let's start with a choice I'm sure we've all faced. Imagine you've got some cash in your pocket. Are you going to use it to buy a sandwich because you're starving? Or are you going to snag that new video game that just dropped? That one decision right there gets to the very heart of what we're talking about today.
All right, first up, let's talk about the absolute essentials. To really get a handle on this, we have to start with the foundation. What exactly is a need?
To put it simply, needs are the non-negotiables. They are the absolute baseline requirements for us to survive and stay healthy. Without them, it's pretty much impossible to live a stable life. Now, what's really interesting here is just how universal these are. We're talking about food and water to keep us going, shelter to keep us safe, and clothes for protection. But look closer, it also includes stuff like healthcare to keep us well and a basic education, which gives us the tools we need to function in society. These are literally the building blocks of life.
Okay, so we've covered the basics. Now let's flip the coin and explore the other side of all our spending decisions, the huge world of wants.
So a want is basically any desire that goes beyond just surviving. It's the stuff we'd like to have, but we don't absolutely have to have it. And this is where things can get a little blurry, right? Our wants are shaped so much by our culture, our friends, and all the ads we see. I mean, think about a smartphone. It used to be a total luxury, a want, but now it can start to feel like a need when you need it for school or your job.
And when you look at these examples, you can see a clear pattern, can't you? A luxury car gets you from A to B, but hey, so does a bus pass. Designer clothes, they keep you covered, but so does a basic t-shirt. The newest gadgets, fancy vacations, gourmet food, all of this stuff gives us comfort and pleasure for sure, but they aren't essential for our survival.
So we've defined them both. Now let's put them side by side to really see the key differences. This is where it all starts to click.
This table lays it all out perfectly. Just look at the nature row. Our needs are finite. There's only so much food you can possibly eat. But our wants, oh man, they can be absolutely endless. And then there's urgency. If you haven't eaten all day, that need for food is immediate. That want for a new phone, though, it can almost always wait. It really all boils down to this. Needs are about sustenance, while wants are about comfort, pleasure, or even status.
Now, you might be thinking this is all just a personal finance lesson, but this distinction is actually one of the most powerful ideas in the entire world of business.
Yeah, this is not just some academic theory. It's the absolute core of business strategy. For any company, whether it's a local coffee shop or a huge tech giant, figuring out if they're selling a need or a want is fundamental to their success.
So how do they use it? Well, it starts with figuring out their target market. Are they selling to a basic need, like a company providing clean water? Or are they tapping into a desire, like a company that makes video games? A company selling water is going to market its product with messages about health and purity. But a company selling a luxury watch, they're marketing a lifestyle, status, success. That one decision informs everything they do.
So if you forget everything else, just remember this one simple but really powerful idea. Needs are for survival, and wants are for desire.
And to wrap this all up, I'll leave you with a question to think about. Consider the very last thing you bought. Was it something you truly needed, or was it something you wanted? Being honest about that might just change how you think about your next purchase. Thanks for tuning in.